back with another one. How we doing, my kings and queens? So you've seen the title. Internet connection is killing human connection. And I know. Settle down, everybody. Calm it down. I mean it. It'll go straight to my head, guys. It will. So can we have less? I know. Great title. Great title. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So what am I on about? How is internet connection killing human connection? Well, I'll tell you. So I remember when I was around as a little kid, before the internet, I could tell you now, the way people interact, or how they interacted back then compared to how they do now, is a completely different world. Now I'm at the age where, probably at golden age really, where I've seen both sides, and I've seen what it was like before the internet. But I'm old enough and young enough, should I say, to have experienced the internet and sort of got sucked into it myself. Whereas a lot of the old ones, it's beyond them, they haven't got a clue, and they ain't got that much interest in it anyway because they're set in their ways. Whereas me and the people around my age, we've seen both sides. And I'm telling you now, guys, it was better before the internet. Sure enough, you didn't have all the answers straight there at your fingertips. I get it. Like how we ever managed without Google, I even ask myself that now. It's like, whenever you know, oh, who's that actor in that film? Boom, straight away you're on it, aren't you? And you're like, oh, yep, found him. Jobs are good. And otherwise it'd be stuck in your head all day and it'd be getting on your nerves. So there's a lot of pros to having the internet, don't get me wrong. And you can stay in contact with everybody, can't you? All these people from school and that, they're there at your fingertips. You can talk to them whenever you want. Yeah. Well, this is the issue. It's all texting, isn't it? And it ain't real. It's not the same. It's not like having a real conversation one-on-one with somebody you know. It's not. And nowadays it's taken over, because when I go out, I see it and it bothers me all the time. Now, I can be bad for using my phone. I can, and I will hold my hands up. Every now and then I have to reel it in and take a good old break from it. I've been quite slack on myself about it recently as well, because I've had hard times. It's been one thing after another for the last 6-7 months. I'm talking daily. Some big issues, some minor ones that just keep coming and all, just to wind me up, I guess. Hey ho. So I feel like shit sometimes, and I think for me, if I'm not at my best and I'm struggling with my mental health, I don't want to deal with people. I don't. And the reason why is, one is I'm a man. So when you're a man, no one gives a shit anyway, yeah? It's like saying, oh, let's talk, but if you're a bloke, most people aren't bothered. You'll have a few close friends, a few close family members maybe, that do give a shit. But even still, it's in your head. I know, for me being me. I need to get off this subject though, because I'm going to start rambling about this, and this is not what this video is about. But what I'm trying to say is, we'll save this for another one. Bin it off for now. I'll do it soon, why not? But yeah, long story short, when I'm struggling, and I have had days I'm struggling, I don't want to deal with people, because I feel like I need to be at my best. I don't want to put a dampener on anyone's day. I don't want to go around and start moaning at somebody, because in the back of my head, maybe it's part of my attachment style, which I've been delving deep into. Whereas maybe I feel like I'm going to be let down, or I don't want to let myself in with somebody, or whatever it is. I don't know. Well, I kind of do, but we're not going there. So I avoid people when I'm not doing too good, because I feel like I'm a burden on them, I feel like I have to sort myself out before I do people again, okay? But the issue with that, I live on my own, I work on my own. So it's very lonely. Very lonely. So what I have got is a phone. And I know it's not real. I know it's not. But what is it? It's easy. It's easy. If I want to contact somebody, bish bash bosh. Done duck. Alright pal, how's it going? Sending a meme even. Do you know what I mean? Or me meme dealers sending me ones. I'll have a laugh. They'll have a laugh. We both have a laugh. And as fun as that can be every now and then, especially if it's a good meme or video or whatever, as it's still not fucking real, is it? Living life through your phone. Same as when I go to a gig. Once upon a time, people would go to a gig, they'd watch the bands and have a really good time. Nowadays, when I go to a gig, what I see is a load of people staring at their phones, filming the whole thing. And this really bothers me. I mean, don't get me wrong, take the odd video, crack on, something you want to remember, or just some proof that you were there, that you can look back on in a few years and go, oh, I remember that, there's a little memory. You can watch it, I get it, no problem. But if you go to see your favourite band and the entire night you're like that, what was the point of turning up? Because you're still living through that screen. You're watching it through your fucking screen. Put the phone down in your pocket and enjoy the moment, because that's a rare moment. That's your favourite band come round your neck of the woods to play for you, so enjoy it, yeah? And that's just one of many, many, many things everyone's doing. I mean, they've got people on these apps on your phone. Their job is to get you hooked. Their job is to keep you on these apps. And I dare say it's for advertising and money and all that. I don't know how they all work, but they're doing a good job, because I can see it. It's very easy for me. Again, like I said, I've got to reel myself in. And for somebody like me, who's been struggling recently, and I know there's a lot of people struggling in this world right now, it's just an easy way of going about life, and to thinking, oh, I can't be asked to see him, I just feel like shit. But I can text him though. I can go on Facebook and see what everyone's been up to on all the social medias and all that. And then a lot of people use it for validation and attention. Feel a bit shit about themselves, so they'll post a picture of themselves. And if it's a lady, she's, you know, depending on how shit she feels, will depend on how much flesh she wants to show as well. And as much as I've taken the piss out of people like that earlier in my YouTube videos, I'm going to try my best. I mean, I like taking the piss anyway, it's what I do. But I'm going to try my best to stop, because at the end of the day, that's somebody who's struggling, isn't it, really? And I shouldn't take the piss, because that's somebody who feels really shit about themselves, and their way of getting through the day was posting a provocative picture, say, of themselves on social media to get some interaction, to get some love hearts and thumbs ups and comments. And it's an illusion though, it's not real. Like, you could have 5,000 friends on your Facebook, yeah, but you haven't got that many friends in real life, yeah, not real ones anyway. So I think the point of this video is just to remind people that there's a whole wide world outside of that screen. Nowadays you get families and mum's on one side of the sofa, dad's on the other. They ain't talking because mum's watching some crap on her phone, dad's watching crap on his phone, their kid's running around, wants attention, I know, give him the iPad. That'll shut him up, so mum can carry on her phone, dad can carry on his. Kid's got social anxiety now because, well, he never even spoke to his parents, let alone speak to anybody else. How was he going to go talking and make friends and that when mum's on her phone all the time, dad's on his phone all the time? And it's a lot, guys, all the time. I used to go to soft play. I mean, they're a bit big for soft play now, but I used to go soft play with the kids, and they're at that age when, well, they're too cool for me now anyway, but they'd want me to get involved and play with them, right? So I'd go and play in this soft play, and, you know, big guy trying to crawl through all these little tunnels and climb up these nets and whatever else is there, and it's a mission, it's hard work. I'm sweating my tits off from getting from one side to the other. Kids are fine because they're tiny. And I'll be, 9 times out of 10, one of the very few parents that are actually going in there playing with the kids. And I look around the tables and all the parents on the phones. And most of them, they don't even look up to see the kids smiling and having a good time. They're not even doing that. Now, I can promise you guys, and again, they are addictive, these apps, and they are warping your mind. They're turning you into a zombie. And the issue is, you're choosing that over your kid's smile. That's the reality there. Or, you know, that putting that attention off your phone and spending it with your kids. I remember I was getting bad on my phone at one time, and I was with my kids, and I was there on it a lot. And my daughter turned around and mentioned it and says, "Daddy, can you get off your phone, please?" And I just snapped out of it, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I literally, and she'll bring it up even to this day. I literally grabbed my phone and I just chucked it across the room. I was angry at myself, and I was angry at that, because that was stealing my attention away from my little girl who wanted my attention. And it was then I realised how bad it is and how much it's getting a hold on people. Whereas I can go out with my friends and I won't even take my phone out of my pocket unless it's check the time, because I'm out with my friends. But there's a lot that don't. They go out with their friends and they're all sat around the table. No one's talking. Might as well text each other while they're all sat around each other, aren't they? And I see it all the time, especially the younger generation, and I'm not blaming the younger generation either, because had all these phones and smartphones and internet and all that come out when I was a kid, me and all my lot would have been doing the same as well. Caveman would be doing the same. We'd all be doing the fucking same, yeah? So it's not that, oh, our generation's better than theirs. It's not about that. It's the times that we're living in. You can't, they've been set up to fail, because everything's all internet and shit, yeah? It's fucking bonkers, that's what it is. And it's getting too much. I don't like it. So the whole point of this video, I just want to remind folk that there is a whole wide world out there past your phone, and there are children, if you've got kids, that love you, that want some attention. Can you imagine if you gave all that attention that you give your phone to your kids? Can you imagine how loved they'd feel, how safe they'd feel, how appreciated they'd feel? Well, that stays with a kid. Now, do you want, and I am still talking to the parents here, do you want your kids to look back on their memories of you like that, sat on your fucking phone? That's going to break your heart, that realisation. It's going to break your fucking heart, and it should. So I want you to self-reflect, as I bring up every now and then. Self-reflection it's one of the best skills to have in life, and it's a rare quality in a person as well. Not many can do it. But observe yourself, catch yourself, I catch myself all the time and I go, oh, doing it again. And I had to take my phone, put it out of reach. Otherwise, as soon as I have that, I mean, I've got ADHD. It doesn't take much for me to suddenly, I'm on autopilot and I need a bit of fucking stimulation. Oh, phone's in my hand again. I'm doing it again. Yeah, but I can catch myself and then I put it away. Get off. Yeah. And I know it's hard, guys, especially if you're feeling lonely. I get lonely. Again, I work and live on my own. It's dog shit, right? Somewhere along the lines, I'm going to have to I mean, life worked when my dad were here, because I'd go to see my dad for a cup of tea or two after work. I'd keep the lonely wolves at bay. But now he's not here, and I still talk to him, but it ain't quite the same. So what wins? I'll go on Facebook and take piss out of somebody or do something. Yeah, trigger somebody. Snowflakes. Love doing that. And whatever gets me through the day, but it's not real, is it? It don't beat. Now I am getting social again now. I'm getting myself out there again. It don't beat time with somebody. Yeah. And I know I've got to reassess my life, otherwise I'm going to keep going on my fucking phone. The idea of taking somebody on, it comes with its dramas, and again, it's one of my issues, trusting other people, relying on other people. I hate relying on other people. I'm going to have some serious work ahead of me to get out of that, of allowing myself to rely on others. And obviously, if I've got a couple of labourers with me, I've had in the past as well, it's a responsibility and it's a drama. I need to know they're doing the job right. I'm rambling again. Sorry, guys. And it just ain't worth it for me sometimes. I just think, fuck it, rely on me. That way I know it's getting done. It's going to be harder. You know, it's not a young man's game. What I do. And I ain't getting any younger either. But, yeah. So maybe for you, you go home to an empty house and you're all on your lonesome. I know it sucks donkey dick, don't it? It do. It's terrible. Because we're social creatures. Us humans are social creatures. And this modern world is stealing it out of you. It's taking it out of you. Where it's just conditioning everyone to be antisocial. Because there is nothing more antisocial than fucking social media. Yeah. All the time. I'm sorry, what did you say? I was too busy on my fucking phone. Zombies. Yeah, they're everywhere. 9 out of 10 people, that's all they're doing. They're on the phone all the time. And I get it. I know it's hard. Because I struggle. I hold my hands up and say I struggle. I struggle with it. One of the reasons why I struggle is the loneliness. And the ADHD don't fucking help either. Need to be fucking stimulated. We all do. I think attention spans in general are just getting worse and worse and worse because there's something to stimulate you all the time at arm's reach. It's in your pocket. It's on you all the fucking time. Yeah. So I just want you all to be mindful of it. And where you can. I mean, I said this to my kids. My youngest two, when they got phones for Christmas last year, I said to them, I said, right, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to stick our phones in a box. And even recently, I've been a bit slack on that with them. But for a long time, again, I need to reel that one back in. But for a long time, for months and months and months, my son would grab our phones and he'd stick them in the box. Jobs are good. And we'd sit and we could talk for hours. When was the last time you sat down with your kids? And I'm talking to you parents again. When was the last time you just sat down there and sat down with your kids and just talked? Not even watching telly, nothing. You just talk to your kids and have a conversation. I love having conversations with my kids, and they've got some very interesting points of view, and I love seeing how their minds work, how their mind works when we're having a debate or things like that. Very interesting conversations with my kids. Well, I wouldn't be having them if I got my head in my fucking phone all the time, would I? So, and you could be having that with yours, and then the kids will take away from that and think, wow, Mummy and Daddy actually really listened to me there, and we had a good chat, and they'll remember that. But do you really want them to remember you just going, oh, I'm busy? There on your phone again. Come on, guys. So I'm going to leave it there anyway. You know the score. So, like the video, drop us a comment, why not? Subscribe, then get off your phone if you're watching this on your phone. And yeah, be the best you, and do it for you. Cheers.